What's up, guys? I wanted to touch base on the homeless video that I know most of y'all have seen, and if you haven't seen it, I just did a story time on when I was homeless about a couple years ago, but this is just like a part 2 or life after the homelessness, like what's going on right now. So basically we are staying with my husband's mom and dad for right now, until we figure out our life and what we're going to end up doing with it, because like I said in the homeless video, we did get evicted. Of course, the eviction is going to be on our record, so it's going to be super hard to find a place. Yeah, so it's going to be super hard to find a place. Of course, we have been saving our money, and we currently just did a bankruptcy. So we're trying to get all of that debt that we built up on our credit. We're trying to get all of that off. That's probably going to take about 60 to 90 months. We just finished with that like a month ago. We were actually like been supposed to do a bankruptcy like a year ago, but we do so much procrastination, and like when you get lazy, it shows. So I mean, we were getting comfortable. I think that's why we did so much procrastination in the bankruptcy stuff, but we had to do bankruptcy because there was no way that we were going to be able to pay like that much debt back. So we did the bankruptcy. We're now waiting on, that stuff to clear. Of course, it's not going to take an eviction off. But I've been doing my research, and some people will still accept you if you have an eviction. Just depends on how old it is, if you have a balance. And you're just going to have to pay out the wazoo. But yeah, some people will still accept you if you have an eviction. We were doing our research on that. So basically after all the homeless stuff, and we ended up getting married and stuff, we didn't have no vehicle for like maybe 5 to 6 months. We didn't have a vehicle. So we've been having to do like Uber to jobs, Uber to take the kids to school, stuff like that, until we were able to save up and buy the car that we have now. No car payments, thank God. It's paid in full. The only thing we're paying on that is insurance and maintenance. I hope it's not too windy. But the only thing we're paying on our car right now is just insurance and maintenance on it. So, trust me, we learned our lesson, y'all. No more car payments for right now. We can't afford it. So, we're not doing no car payments right now. So, obviously, as far as food goes, I have EBT. That's helping us. Now again, I can try to get a job. I was telling some of y'all that I had an interview. Of course, the interview really didn't go too well. It didn't match up with my kids' schedule. I was looking at something called Shift Smart. They have an app called Shift Smart where you can pick up different shifts. That is something I can look into just to get more extra money. It never hurts to have extra money. But you never want to put all the weight on just one person, especially when you're trying to build. You never want to put all, the weight on one person. And I feel like that's just what my husband has been doing this whole time. It's just holding us all together. And it's only so much that one person can do. But, after we got our car, now we're able to do all the things that we have to do, get to doctor's appointments. Look at this boy. Hey. Look, say hi. So basically, we got to get to doctor's appointments. We got to get the kids to school. Get to and from work, of course, that's a huge one. Being homeless, that's not something that I want to see myself in again. And of course, this time around, things are going to be done differently. Things are going to be done differently to where, my kids don't have to go through that. Because my kids deserve literally the world, bro. Like, kids don't ask to be on this earth. So we put the kids on this earth. We have to be able to take care of them properly. Take care of them with love. Take care of them, with everything we have in us. Being homeless, I feel, I can't say that it's a choice, but basically I can't say it's a choice because there was a lot of things that we did that could have been avoided. Yeah, guys, so right now, like, the update is we're staying at his parents' house for right now. And another thing about that is we're staying in one room. So just imagine, I have 4 kids. It's me and him. It's 6 of us all in one room. And I'm going to do like a room tour for y'all. Basically, something like that. Like a day in the life of what I do and take care of. Of course, I'm not going to do a house tour because I'm not in everyone's room and how and things of that nature. I think y'all see my kitchen or whatever. But that's really all y'all get to see. Like, I'm not all around the house because it's not my house, you know. I'm just in my room. So we're all in this one room, super cramped. We're, of course, still waiting on the bankruptcy stuff, and we're trying to figure it out and make it work. But really, I was hiding a lot of this from the world. I was hiding a lot of how I'm living right now because I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed. Of course I am. But you know what, like, I wanted to share my story and I want to share my lifestyle because I know it's a lot of people in that same situation and they want to be able to relate to me. So I think that's why I put that story out there because, my bad. I think that's why I put that story out there because I know it's a lot of people that can relate to what I've been through. You know, it's not an easy world out here. It's really tough when you don't have the correct resources. I sort of wish that I talked about this sooner when I first made my channel because I feel like I was making selfish content when I first started my channel. I don't know if a lot of y'all had seen like the videos I had before, but I just feel like a lot of them were like really selfish, really about like just us. Like really what I was doing was just trying to be like those big creators, you know. But it's like you can't be like somebody else if you don't have that, you know what I'm saying? Coming on here and I'm being as real and as transparent as I possibly can without putting too much personal information out there, which I don't think I should. But honestly, I'm putting it out there because I just want people to see what it really is like. Not sugarcoating anything, not hiding anything. I want y'all to really see what it's like to not have that glorious lifestyle, you know, to lose it all, to put your kids in a crazy situation when it really could, it sort of could have been avoided because I feel like I could have did more to avoid it. Becoming homeless. I feel like, you know, me and my boyfriend at the time, my children's father at the time, I feel like we could have done more to prevent from being homeless, but it happened. We're here now. What can you really do but try to make things better for the future? So really the reason why I'm gonna just tell y'all the real reason why I started doing content creation in the beginning. Of course, to make more money, you know, to make more money, of course. But the reason I changed around, like I took 3 months off. I don't know if y'all seen some of my videos, but I took 3 months off from doing YouTube. And I basically just wanted to self-reflect on everything. Like, why am I posting this? You know, who am I speaking to? Who is my audience? You know, why am I continuing to hide who I really am? You know, what we really are going through, when I could be putting my real story out there and connecting with a lot of, you know, genuine people. So I just took time off from YouTube and I'm like, okay, let's change everything up. Let's see what's gonna work this time, you know, because we wasn't really connecting with a lot of people in the beginning. We may have gotten a few laughs here and there or something like that, but we wasn't really connecting with a lot of people. Like I don't think I would get any comments on any of my videos, and I'm like, dang, I ain't building no community, or like, what's going on? But really, it's not even about that. So why I started changing my like content around And then getting around, I wanted to get more comfortable on the camera for one, but like talking on the camera like how I am now. But then getting around to, this boy's trying to beat me up. But then getting around to putting myself out a little bit more and just letting y'all know what I have been through. So that's why I'm in the spot that I am now. You know, I only record outside. Sometimes I record inside. I don't know, it just depends. But most of the time I record outside because I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all. We are living with different people right now. They're family, of course, but they're still different people, you know. I think it's more of an embarrassment type of thing. Hey guys, I think I'm gonna do a soon I'm gonna do like a room tour, I guess, or like a day in the life video of just what I be doing day in the life from when I wake up. I know y'all seen like that morning routine, but I didn't really show y'all everything. But excuse me, but this time I'm gonna do like a room tour, and I'm gonna show y'all where we sleep, where the kids sleep, where we put our food at, how we just got the whole room set up. I'm just gonna keep it real and unfiltered, because I feel like, what can I do now? I'm grateful that people have, you know, viewed my video. I'm grateful that it got out to as many people as it did. I'm still low-key sick from the last video that was put out. But I'm glad that it got the reach that it did. It could show people that, hey, this is what goes on in real life. This, you know, people try to hide it as much as they can. Don't get me wrong, I tried to hide the fact that we were in this situation for the longest. But when you see something that ain't working, sometimes you have to look back and see what will work. And I think that's why I put myself out there. I'm not putting myself out there to go viral. You know, it just happened. I'm putting myself out there because I feel like it's time that I share who I truly am and what like is going on. So in a nutshell, I want to share my story with you guys, and I also want to give y'all like a part 2 or update as to what has happened after being homeless. I want y'all to see my growth. I want to get some relatable feedback, and that's basically it, y'all. I don't know. If you're nervous about putting yourself out there, you know, if you're scared of like the negative comments or whatever, I feel like people are gonna judge you whether you're doing good or bad. Yeah, I feel like people are gonna judge you like regardless of whatever you tell them. They're gonna find whatever reason to judge you. They could judge you about what you have on. They could judge you by how you look. They don't even care about what you're talking about. They just gonna judge you based off of what they seen in the video. Like, it just doesn't matter. So I would say, build up that courage. Always have that courage. Hold your head up high. Have that confidence. And, you know, it's really up to you if you want to share your story. It took me a while to build up my confidence and to actually share my homeless story with basically the world. Because you should know it's 1 billion people on freaking YouTube, so it's just really up to you if you're ready to share your story. But, you know, I went ahead and did it regardless of the judgment. You know, it is what it is. But that's basically it, y'all. I just wanted to update y'all on what happened after I became homeless, where I'm at currently, and I'm gonna still give y'all that room tour one of these videos. I was just one of those people that were like, that can never happen to me. I would never allow it to. And guess what? I allowed it to. It happened to me. You know, we're moving from it. We're putting things in place so that way it won't happen again. Moving smarter this time. So you live and you learn, of course. But you just grow from it. You grow. That's it. So I think that's mainly why That part is not why I started the channel originally, but I think that's why I came back and I changed up my content style because I want to be more relatable to my audience. So yeah, y'all, I don't know. It's raining out here. I'm about to go back in. I'm getting hungry. So yeah, y'all.